Best sound, y'all. It's my Sprite. I have been running with my head, like a chicken with my head cut off. I broke what little bit of nail I have. I am still running from us doing a live earlier. Listen, if you jump on, let me see if my comments are still off. Make sure you say where you're from. Hey, Sherry. And Sherry, you're always first. Now, tonight I start doing stuff to give away. And you'll have to PM me your address so I can send you a prize. I got to get rid of some stuff, and I'm so glad y'all watch me. Hey, Kim. Hey, thank you so much. Hey, pretty, beautiful lady. Oh, that's so sweet. Hey, Lynn. Aracilla. What did we say it was one night? And you said, okay. Sherry. Oh, I got Donna's stuff out and Linda's stuff out today. Girl, you are too funny. I'm not going to send you the stuff I don't want because it's not any good. I know next year it'll be something else, and I don't need to keep it all year. Okay, let me turn my comments off here, and I can see you right here. Hey, Gabrielle. Pop a top. Yes. I mean, y'all would have thought, I was popping a beer, but it's just this old Sprite Zero. I'm late, and I was like, I hope I have everything because I'm doing 2 wreaths tonight. One for Mimi and one for me, and I had to get myself, I'm doing pink and hot pink for her, and then I have mine as more orange and things like that. And so I was like, I hope I have everything. Okay. All right. So we're going to start off first. And let me turn my hot glue gun on. Hey, Debbie from West Virginia. Hey, Trish. Hey there, love you doing the paint in the lighthouse from Mississippi. I know, and I was showing, Mama came over here today, and I was getting to show her how much I did, because, she was working during the day and didn't get to see what we were doing. But she loved, and this is what she said. She's so sweet. I showed her how the epoxy, you just can't appreciate it in person. The pictures are beautiful, but in person it's beautiful. And she was like, now you're making that so pretty, I'm not going to want to put it out in my yard. I'm going to want to put it in the house. And I was like, no, you've got to at least leave it outside and take a picture. But it's going to look, y'all, so, so cute. We kind of talked about some things that she'd like and some ideas, and she loves it all. So I think it's going to turn out beautiful. Hey, Joyce from Ohio. Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Shannon. Love the lighthouse progress from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I hope everybody's having good weather. It's getting hot here in Georgia. The humidity is right behind all this heat. I'm for sure. All right. What we're doing for Mimi, y'all, and I have not taken out any of my flowers. All my ribbons that I put up just had all that Christmas picks and fall, a little bit of fall. So, I have like 2 bins of like summer wreath stuff. So, I was able to get out a lot of hot pinks because I'm just doing a variety of pinks for her. I don't know about this one because it's got a little bit of yellow, and the only ones I think it's beautiful. The other flowers that we have, are just really sticking to different shades of pink. So I hate to throw one in there that's going to have like a little yellow. But we'll see. It may look cute just stuck in there. But like to start off her wreath really fast. Now y'all know why I want to sing y'all stuff. I have everything. I have this bunny that I got from, I believe, Carolina Pottery for $9.99. They do ship. But I'm pretty sure you could get this rabbit in Hobby Lobby too. I'm just not sure on the price. The only thing I'll say about this, they're kind of getting away from Grapevine, and I'm sure because it's cheaper to make. And all this little bitty stuff, and they're just kind of wind it up more, and it's just a whole bunch of really just sticks, but it's really brittle. It just, in the bag, it's been sitting, you see, I could put it down and it just gets everywhere. I wish they'd just go back to Grapevine and, it might cost a little bit more, but it's just, now it's everywhere. So, we are going to use an oval Grapevine wreath. I have made probably 4 or 5 wreaths for hers. I probably paid $25 a piece for these. They were not on sale when I got them. And it's really hard to find oval in stock. I think a lot of florists buy it out. So I ended up having to order it off the internet because I got tired of looking at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and they were always out. So I ordered them off the internet, and I probably paid $25. I bought she and I one. But I can see like a little bit of glue in certain places, but I mean, I don't think you can see it up, you know, close once I get everything on it. But I've taken it off and reused it several times. So even though, you know, it's $25, know that, and that's kind of the thing that I used to be really bad of, was thinking that once I made a wreath, I had to hang the wreath up and get a whole nother one to make another wreath. No, you can take them apart, reuse them. I mean, you can keep your bows together. If you don't live in the country like I do, and you know, stuff gets in your ribbon, Mimi's in town, I can take her ribbon back apart and it looks like the day I made it. So you can save your ribbon. If you like a real pretty bow, just keep the bow together and get a hook and just start hanging keep your bows together. But sometimes I'll use different, I mean, my hands, y'all, I've got spray paint all over them. But since this is kind of brittle and it's really close to the shape of our grapevine wreath, hey Judy, oh, you love the flowers. Me too. I love this color. I've seen one at Walmart, but it had flowers on it. I guess you could take the flowers off. Yes, you could. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this cloth in the background of it. We're just going to, and I grabbed a couple of different colors because I thought, you know, since we're doing multiple colors for, I don't think I have another color pink. I'm really not sure. Let's see. Nope, I do. And I'll see if that's big enough. And this is already open. Well, both of those are already open. So let's see if I could just use the scrap pieces and not use them. I get these little Waverly pieces of fabric. They're not like a whole yard. They're only 18 by 21. They're usually, I think, 94 cents in Walmart. They're really good for projects like this. But if you ever need a whole yard, it is what are the words I'm looking for? It costs too much to get, like, if you need a yard, a whole bunch of these. Go ahead and get a yard off the bulk. You may have to get this if, say, they don't have that. But most of the time, these basic colors, they do have them where you can buy them by the yard. Because I think you can get a whole yard for like $4, and it would take you probably $6 to buy a whole yard, and then you have pieces. But I love grabbing these little pieces because, like, to rag material, it's just so easy to rag. And let's see, most of my flowers are this color. So we'll do this color, the biggest color. And what I'm gonna do, that looks kind of like the front. I'm just gonna put this on here, cut it out, and I'm just gonna glue it on the back. I just kind of want to give this form some definition so it doesn't get lost in the grapevine wreath, and when you're looking at it from the road, you just maybe can't tell what exactly it is. And this is hers, so more people will see hers than they see mine way out here in the country. All right, so maybe it might be easier to do it down like this, and it probably would be smarter if I would iron this fabric for her, but you know, us crafters don't like to, we like to do stuff in a hurry. That's why we work with hot glue guns. I can see where it is from the trash. I'm just gonna go in a circle. See, I mean, you see how that stuff just gets everywhere? It just, I don't like it. And that's how a lot of, I mean, a lot of times that's all the kind of wreaths you find. You have to really go to a specialty store. I mean, Hobby Lobby still has it. I'm just thinking like when I go to Walmart, they don't have grapevine wreaths at ours anymore. It's just that material stuff, and it just, everywhere, everywhere. Hello, Diane from Maine. Fat quarter, it is the same as a fourth of a yard of fabric. What's a fat quarter? All right. Okay, so maybe I am wrong. But you would have to buy pieces. I'm just saying, if you need a big piece, don't buy a bunch of these little ones. Buy it by the yard. But it is so, well, yeah, that's what you're saying. It says fat quarter on the thing. But I love them. Can't wait to see the lighthouse. Love the song also. What song? I don't know. Y'all, did I have music? Is there music going in here? Is there a music on my phone? I'm trying to think if there's music on my phone. One time I left Pandora on and it was playing music. Y'all, is it playing music? I would not doubt that. Okay, look at you knowing it was fat quarter and all that kind of good stuff. All right, so that's looking good. And knowing me, that'll aggravate me, those lines in it, y'all, so I'll get the, my little tiny iron out and probably fix it. Those fat quarters are used a lot when making quilts. Okay, hey, Sam from Louisiana. Don't hear anything here. Okay, good. No music. Well, she said I love the song too. Maybe it probably auto-corrected on her. Okay, so this is the back. All right, so I'm just gonna put glue on it here, and I need to get my little fingers out. Watching you instead of Hallmark. All right. Not my sister. If there's a Hallmark movie on, my sister Stephanie, she is one of those people. She's probably seen every one of them. Buffy was on a Hallmark movie one time.
I was an extra.
She was an extra. She went to Savannah, and they paid her like $100 and something. She's in 2 parts. Well, I mean, that's good. She's going on. She's in a part where she has to walk down the street, and then a part where she's a teller in a bank, and you can just kind of see her from behind and from a distance on it. But we all watched it like she was like a big movie star. Well, she showed it to me, just the part she was in. I didn't watch the movie. You know, I don't really watch Hallmark movies. What? What?
Me?
Oh, I thought you said Mom.
I said the movie was dumb.
Oh, she said the movie was dumb. No, there is a gospel song. Oh, The Lighthouse. Oh, okay. Dummy. My sister's song was "If It Wasn't for Lighthouse, where this ship be." Okay. Okay, I see what you're saying now. There is a song. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put this on here and stretch it, and it really is holding it down good. But you got to remember, fabric really absorbs glue good, so you always pretty much get a good bond. And it really is a good bond against this, whatever this twigs are. It's like brittle twigs. If you handled it too much, you probably would eventually see lines in it, like holes, gaps, because it, I mean, it's made of 1 billion pieces, but, you know, half those billions have fallen out of it. Really? What was the name? Buffy, they want to know what the name of the movie is. She said no. Well, it might get a whole lot of views, and they might call you back. Hey, Cynthia. What was the name of the movie? They're all wanting to know what the name of the movie is, Buffy. Sorry, just getting here, getting things together to make a wreath with my granddaughter tomorrow night. Chris, we are doing the same thing. We are making 2 wreaths tonight. All right, hold on. I think I put that one too. I'm going to pull these pretty tight, and if there's some excess, that way it'll maybe help me with the line. The I didn't iron this stuff lines. Which I don't know about this. The one day in the sun in the afternoon, and it probably will pull itself right out. Okay. Remember to give it a little bit more time on your cloth, but y'all are always asking me about what the Surebond looks like, and I grabbed it when I was in there earlier today. See, and they're little sticks. They may come in the big, they're white, and it dries white and goes on white. That's why I just don't really like to use it. But it's meant for fabric, and it's the little sticks. It may come in the big, but I've only ever seen it the little. So, like little glue guns like this, especially ones, because you're going to have to you know, you can't, you know, put a clear one. You could put it behind it, but you'd have to like flush it out really good. So just get one of your like old little guns and designated that for Sure Bond. But see how it says Sure Bond on there, and it's really good for fabric. All right, so that side's on. We just got a little bit right here. Ooh, and I must have put a little bit too much on that side. But pulling this pretty tight is making it, the lines a little bit out of it. Hey, Sam, watching you from Spokane, Washington. That's Rhonda. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Judy. Thank you for sprinkling. They have the clear, they do have clear. Ooh, and then I might try to get it. But the only one I ever saw when I ordered it that time. And then when I got it, y'all, I didn't even think, oh, I need to put it in a different thing. So I've never opened it, used it, or anything. But I'm just not one to get two separate ones out. But it's rare that we use a lot of cloth. So, I can live with it. All right, I think we've got that in there. A little bit right there. Okay. And I don't think you can see any of this from the front. And you can also buy rabbits that already have the cloth on them. A lot of the ones that I've seen have like a buffalo check behind them, which would have been really pretty because I actually took some of the black out for mine with this, but I just really didn't. I just wanted to have the hot pinks color in it and maybe a little bit of jute color in my ribbon. But those are really cute, the ones I've seen that have a buffalo check ribbon behind it. All right, so there's our first one, which will keep that shape. And I'm thinking, should I do different ones? I like the different colors. Then we can put the blush up on the top. So let's keep doing that. I don't want to change my idea in the middle of it. I like it. All right. Okay. So it was good. I already had these two open. And like I said, these little fabrics will go a long ways. Need the blush. Love watching you from Michigan. Sun will take some wrinkles out also. Yeah, that's it. I think she gets afternoon sun for a good long while because her door faces that way, the setting sun, which is what? Sun rises in one side and sets in the other. I should know this. Okay. So let's do the same one, and what we'll do is just do that and then trim it down. Trying to find scissors. What brand name are they? Oh, okay. The hold on, I'll take it out. I think it's spelled W-I-S-S. But let me. I didn't have them over here last night. Let me see what I used those scissors for. I think I was cutting something. Because last night, remember I went to pick them up to cut that dowel and they weren't over here. But I could have put them in another little compartment. But I think it's W-I-S-S. And that may be like a brand, a tool brand, or it could just be like screwdriver brand. You know what I mean? Like DeWalt makes screwdrivers and all the way up to power tools. I don't know if I've ever seen power tools like this. So they may just make, you know, scissor screw. It came in like a package with scissors and screwdrivers and stuff like that, but they do have them by themselves because one of my friends bought one, and she said, I didn't need all that other stuff. I just got the scissors. So, but now I've had them for about 10 years. But it was just a couple of years ago when she brought them, and I wouldn't think they'd make them for 10 years or 8 years and then all of a sudden stop. But I'll tell you, like 10 snips would probably be good. They make a Crafter's 10 snips, which I would say you can buy in Hobby Lobby and stuff too, but 10 snips, different sizes, you can buy at a Lowe's or a Home Depot. But I think when I bought mine, you know how like on the holidays, they put out those, buy this for Dad or Father's Day, and it's like a group of stuff. That's kind of how mine was. It was like a whole like set of stuff, like just random stuff of theirs, but they do sell them individually. Hey, Sin, bottom on the left, bottom. Bottom on the left, bottom. Okay. What y'all are talking about. Bottom on the left, bottom. Okay. How do you sprinkle? Okay, the questions are up top. You're responding. You know, see, Facebook's getting smart. I'm just obviously not getting any smarter. Hey, Sam, what are you making tonight? Katie, we are making 2 Easter wreaths, but they have such good spring colors in them. Usually, when I put a wreath up, I put it up like my Valentine's wreath up. I would have kept it up for the entire month of February. And even though I know Easter is next week, and I guess you could go ahead and put it up, you know, Chris's family and I now are Episcopalians, which everybody's really in Lent, but it seems like they take it, you know, like, I don't say they take it more serious than anybody else, but I'm just saying, I don't really ever give Mimi anything Eastery until like it's Easter. So like maybe Palm Sunday is this week, so I will go ahead and give it to her and we'll go ahead and hang it up. But like during Lent, I would not have taken it to her. But I mean, I think you could have left it up. Like I would at least wait till like after St. Patrick's Day, maybe, and then we'll leave this up the whole month of April. But they have some really good spring colors in them too, which I guess if you just kind of did a little Easter eggy thing, you know, you still could leave them up. It's just, you know, with Easter being so early in April, some people feel like they can't leave them up the whole time, but I do. You know, Chris says I follow the beat of my own drum, so I guess that's just how I rationalize it out in my head too, about keeping stuff up. I didn't mean to say like they take it more serious than we do. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant, you know, I grew up Methodist, and, you know, like at Christmas time in the Methodist church, like first weekend in Advent or first weekend in December, starting at church, we put poinsettias out and we go ahead and hang the greens in our church. Where, you know, in the Episcopal church, you only hang the greens for the 12 days of Christmas. You know, for Christmas Eve service or Christmas Mass. And that's kind of the way it is for Easter, more or less. You know, you have Lent and everything is like real bare and wood, and you take all the brass out, and then, you know, you do all this 7 weeks of Easter. What brand name? Harbor Freight has them. Oh, okay, good. Now I can pass that on. Harbor Freight. Brand name WISS. WISS is the ones I have. Now, like I said, this like a screwdriver brand, but any kind of big, like, industrial type scissors, I mean, they're like hard steel. Good evening. Hey, Darlene. All right, one more or 2 more, the little ears. All right, and these are a little bit more blush color, so. They are very popular and been around for years, sold lots of times in Joann's, and we're there where they sell fabric. That you must be answering somebody else's question, because what I'm talking about would not be in the scissor department. The industrial scissors like I'm talking about. They're meant to cut metal and wood, and they're heavy duty. But she could be answering another question for somebody else. way I was just able to do all that one at one time, as it's so small. Weiss is Home Depot. I looked for them. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's weird now how, you know, I guess DeWalt, they don't really let anybody own their products, but like Ryobi, the glue gun, Home Depot owns Ryobi, the brand, everything. So they're the only ones that sell it. But you can buy it on Amazon, but you won't find it like Lowe's is what I mean. And I forgot that the first time I went to Lowe's. I was like, Ryobi. She was like, we don't own that. But so you can only like in-store purchase it there. I'm sure you can get it off the internet on different things. But I'll tell you, the price for just the glue gun itself was the same price on Amazon as it was in the store, $29 and some change. But somebody said there's another, that Ryobi's coming out with different temperature gun and soon. Because this one is just super, super hot. And I guess a lot of crafters use it. And maybe they want low temperature because it does get extremely hot. But for some things like wreaths and some of the crafts that I use, I like the fact that it gets super hot. It gives you time to work with it. Like just now, I could put the glue on this entire thing, press it out, and, you know, not have to rush. Oh, I got to get it down for, you know, it hardens again. You never have to do that with this Ryobi. It just gives you plenty of time to work with it. And at first, when I was burning up my fingers all the time, I didn't like that, but I like it now. All right, so we're just gonna put this one on here on this side too, and y'all, I'm putting this on the back of each opening. You know, you won't see it. Not saying be total reckless with your glue gun, but you know, you don't really have to worry, and it's gonna be behind the door, so I'm not really worried if that's not cut exactly like it should be. I thought they were just scissors. I missed that part. No. They're kind of industrial scissors. Like, say I couldn't cut this fabric with it. Maybe like a good piece of rope, something blunt. But I love cutting, like I can cut like pieces of wood with it, or metal, and I don't have to worry about, does it, you know, keep cutting because you cut something with a little piece of metal in it. But mainly what I cut with it is like the wood and the heavy duty cardboard that we'll get with our different shapes from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Okay. All right, let me make sure I can't see any, but here he is. And he's just different color pinks because all our flowers are different colors. So that way he won't get lost in, it's gonna be driving me nuts. So what I'll do is I'll put him on one side of my wreath like so, and then we're gonna put all of our other on the other side. So let me see exactly where I want my Oasis to be. He's right there. We'll put it about right there in the hump of that, so we can do a flow down on either side. So right here, and the Oasis for him is right here. And I'm not really so much worried about gluing this Oasis down. Let me see if I can. This Oasis down, because I'm gonna lash it on here with my pipe cleaners and stuff. Because I can put glue on there, but I'm still gonna have to put that on there. When I need tools, I tell hubby what I want, and he gets them for me. I know. Usually if you've got, you know, somebody that knows a lot about tools, that's pretty awesome. Okay. I'm not gonna use up all my good ones. I'm gonna use these. And what I usually do, because you know it's got to go around this whole piece and this, is go ahead and put 2 together, because you're not gonna have that length. Even if you have to do 3, you wanna put this on here, because this is what's gonna hold my flowers, most of my ribbon. So you want to get a good bond right here. And I probably don't need this whole piece. And didn't I have a knife over here at one time for stuff like this? Right. I still don't even think I need that much. Yeah, I'm gonna make this just a little bit thinner. I just don't like how far it's sitting away from the, because I don't want it to come way out this way. I want it to float on my wreath more. So I kind of like, I just thinned it out a little bit. We'll thin it out even more. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put 2 of these together. Now this is just dry Oasis. You can get this from the dollar store. This is a little bit, I think I actually got these pieces from, if I'm not mistaken, Walmart. And they're a little bit softer. They used to have these all the time in our Dollar Tree, but sometimes they don't have them anymore. They just have the hard pieces. And sometimes I like the hard pieces more, and sometimes I like these. If I'm gonna put more picks in them, I really like them to be the hard, because they tend to stay together the more you put them in. If you put a lot in these soft, they can start kind of not disintegrating on you, but you know, not being as sturdy as you want them to be anymore. And sometimes on the harder Oasis, you don't really have to put that much glue in them. Howdy, Sin and Crafting Gals, late for the party. Beautiful day here in Knoxville, and I've been working in my yard. Girl, that's what you need this beautiful weather for. And I don't think, see, I think it's pretty steady. It kind of, I let it bite into the Oasis just a little bit, you know, to make it sturdy. I mean, if you start putting glue on them, you know, you can, even with the low temperatures, you can, you know, melt this a little bit, and it's not necessarily, because you're still gonna have to do this, because glue, it would just fall off. I mean, it's just not that strong. All right, first I like to start doing is putting what little bit of greenery I have on it, and I like the greenery to flow a little bit. So I've got to decide which one I want. I grabbed 2 different kinds. I've got just this, almost like a type of grass, like a reed. You know, this is 2 different kinds. This is more narrow and smaller, and so you can see through it, and this is pretty thick and a little bit shorter though. But I did grab this, which I got, I believe, off of Amazon, and they were only 98 cents. I like the way this flow. I mean, it just seems a little bit more, you know, springy, carrots. I mean, not that this doesn't seem like that either, monkey grass type stuff. But I'm thinking maybe just a little bit of this for, like, you know, but this kind of for the carrot for the spring. So I think we're going to stick with that. A little bit longer. Did I only bring one out here? I think I did, so we'll have to separate that. Well, hold on, we'll do one of these up top just because it's shorter and one of those longer. Okay, but we'll do one more of these. All right, under tornado watch here in Texas. Lord, Texas, y'all are just getting it. I hate that. snowstorm, 100-year-old snowstorm. Then the other day, what was happening, like fires or something? And then now tornado watches. It's just like, Texas is getting it. How beautiful. Okay. Hey, beautiful here in West Virginia. Oh, under tornado watch in Texas. Did you see Terry's picture last night? Yes. And I wondered, was I supposed to know why he sent that to me? Because I was like, I remember you saying he sent it to me, but tell me why. Again, to make sure I didn't forget. You know, girl, I get off and look at everything and I just forget because my mind's just going everywhere. So I'm able to split these up. They have several, but I just took like a little thicker one. And I know I don't want this long. All right, let me get into the greenery mode. All right, did you see Terry's picture? Can you use styrofoam? Yeah, you can. I wouldn't use the packing styrofoam, the softer kind, because it's just gonna fall apart on you. But if you the kind of styrofoam you buy in the back that are like the balls or the cone shape, and you can get that harder, yes. But the shipping stuff that I've painted before, and I like it so much because it's softer, I wouldn't use that because I don't think it would give you anything steady, and it melts really easy, even with a low temp hot glue gun. All right. All right, let me get in this mood. All right. Now, I always say when you put stuff in here, commit. Even if you have to go back and cut it, if you don't like it, don't start pulling things out of your Oasis because you just make it weaker and you just don't want to get it all done and you got like Oasis that's starting to fall apart. You really will have to start over again. So just kind of, you know, like I said, if you go ahead and commit and bend your leaves the way you want it to bend, or like I said, if you don't like it, go ahead and cut it and leave it stuck in there because you don't want to start weakening your Oasis. See what I'm doing right here, I'm letting my greenery go with the flow of the wreath. Like, so this one is shorter because, you know, remember my bunny will be on this side, so that's why I was like, well, I'll go with the shorter one up top. And this longer piece is going with the flow of the wreath down. All right, so I want to put this on top of it, and I really kind of want to leave it as bushy as it is. It really reminds me what the top of a carrot looks like. You know, we are in, let's see, I don't like the longest one. I had 2 stalks that were sticking up pretty high. And they come with these little indentions that'll tell you what's a good place to cut it. And it's a little weaker right there for you to cut it. I'm thinking we need to do it as low as that one. I mean, you can cut it in between those, but sometimes that's where the metal is, they haven't put a crimp in it. So it's a little bit harder for you to put it in there. Okay. All right. Ow, 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 ow. That'll teach me not to have my little thing. Let's see. All right, see, this one I cut these longer 2 pieces off, but I probably won't have to do it on this longer one. No, but I'm still gonna cut it pretty short. And I tend to let my bow fill up the center of this. I usually do it down here, do my flowers, and then let my bow, you know, cover up my Oasis. But you can take little sprigs of this and cover it up if you don't want to put a big bow on it, or if you want to put something else on it that maybe wouldn't be quite as big. Hey, Cian and everybody, just got home from work. Very long day today, and tomorrow we'll have to watch the replay to see what I missed. You didn't miss very much, just covering this bunny. Just got home from Charleston, South Carolina. Still doing a lot of tests on hubby. I think I will come out good. I hope so. God, I hope so. We're all praying that everything will come back good. Whoops, that's where I cut that V. There we go. So see, still going with the flow. All right. I'm gonna cut these little sprigs that I cut off, and we'll make them a little bit. You know, I don't like to throw anything away, and they're shorter, so they'll go on there and make that a little bit thicker. All right, so now we got to decide on our flowers. I really like the fact that this is really big, and I always try to have one in here that's big, like maybe about right here. And then maybe we can put this one, this stem came, it was $3, and I did get this at Walmart. It comes with like maybe like a bud that's not quite so open, and this, which I think I will use both of these up top, and it's got that little variated color in it, which is really pretty. And this one is more solid, so I'm already bringing in 2 of my colors in this. But these are $3. Usually the bigger stems at Walmart are $3, but you can get really good sales on them. I just want to come off at Joann's, Hobby Lobby, or Michael's. Some places don't have really good sales. I don't really particularly like Carolina Pottery's sales system. We'll take that off because I don't need it to be that far. Okay, I want this to be kind of like that, so I'm gonna need it to be longer. And I'll usually be saving that stem, like, oh, we can make something out of that stem. And that's where I'm getting in trouble with my craft room being ridiculous. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this in here, and like I said, it's on a wire. So go ahead and put it in here and commit. If you like, we like it better over here. We could just lift this up, bend it really good. That's just the safer way to do it instead of messing with your Oasis. Even though I kind of like that after I did it. Okay, so still going with the flow. And we'll put this light one up here, going straight up. And usually when I watch wreath makers, they put a lot of stuff in theirs, and it's always beautiful, but sometimes they'll keep putting so much in their wreaths that, like something like this, they'll put a whole bunch of things on top of it, and before you know it, you can just see like a corner of, you know, a little flower like this. All I did, let me put this on the screen, turn it this way. All right, so all I did was I put one big one, and I kind of have it going in here, and you'll be able to see it, and then I put the bud of the same one up here. So now we're gonna work on this side. And remember I told you, I want this big flower to be my statement, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in, and then we'll build around it. Let's see. And I got this off of the internet, I believe. All right, it's been smushed in there, but see how just pretty and full, and it's got a little wire right here, so I kind of want it to tilt up. So instead of doing it when you already have it in the Oasis, you know, go ahead and kind of tilt it up so we'll see it. And not that I don't like the flowers, it's just, I mean the leaves, I just don't need those right now. So I think I want it kind of nestled right in there, like facing forward. So I need to cut it about right here. Oh man, this is 2 nights in a row to get that hot glue. Oh, you talking about like hit it with my finger? He had all his top teeth pulled. The dentist was 8 months pregnant and a little woman, and she done that. Yeah, can you imagine? She probably had to straddle his lap or something, you know, when they have to like, you know, nurses when they're they're so small. Okay. Let's see how I want to put this in there. All right. Got me a plan. Okay. And I'm going to bend it back towards the area that I want. Okay. Now, everything else to me is filler now. I do like these. I think these are something I got at the Dollar Tree. Not that I despise them, but like little things like this are good for like filler or background because, you know, they have like the leaves on them. And they have a good little flower system. I believe that one went right there. And see, look at all this that you get. And even if I didn't want to keep it as a cluster, which most of the time I don't when it's these little tiny ones, you get all of this for just $1. My sister said it's funny when I say that, and it's just $1. Carolina Pottery has a nice selection of flowers. They really do, but I don't like their sales system. I really like Carolina Potteries. They always have neat little picks, like when they have like the little balls that have buffalo check on them, or they had some that had bees on the end of them, like a fluffy little bee on the end of them. I always think that's the neatest things they have. I'm gonna leave some of these leaves on here, but y'all, sometimes I had to figure this out myself. This leaf will move lots of times on these, and it's cuter to kind of push it up towards the flower. Then it makes the flower a little bit fuller. You don't see kind of maybe the cheaper little plasticky parts on it. You know, that's, everybody knows it's not real, but they, you know, they want it to look as real as you can. So push that one up, and this one's a little bit longer. And so was this one. Okay, so you see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different picks off of here. And this is the stuff that you might not see the entire thing, but it's gonna help fill in your wreath. And these are the things you really don't have to put glue on because they're so tiny. They usually fit in your little Oasis perfect. But you can if you're like really worried about, you know, the stability of your wreath. Just slip a little bit on there and it's gonna catch it. Like I said, commit, don't pull it out. All right, and I'm gonna put glue on this one because it may not even make it to my Oasis. Sometimes I just want to put it in the other greens. And I'm thinking maybe I could do the longer one that way. All right, so we're gonna put glue on here. Let's stick that in there. Yeah, neither one of those made it in there all the way to the Oasis, but we put glue on it and it'll stick to my other greenery. Okay, so there's the bottom part. I may stick a couple more flowers in there. We're gonna look at the other one, but like right now, I like the way it's almost like it's bundled, like when you buy a bundle of flowers. And I'm gonna do the same one going towards the bottom. It looks like one I've already gotten taken apart. Ooh, and I've got glue on it, so I probably used it in Mimi's wreath last year. And so you get them back and they look exactly the way they look when you put them in there. All right, right now I kind of can't see. Oh my, I love the colors. I do too. Now, I'm scared of color all the time, but not on my wreaths. Because, you know, out on your front porch, you don't have to worry, does it match anything else? All that kind of fun stuff. Ooh, and I like the fact that that's kind of drooping a little bit. It might be even something that was different. All right. I think wreaths, the hardest thing for me to learn was that wreaths don't need a lot of flower. They need a lot of fill-in greenery. Kind of like when I always talk about a ribbon. You know, you tend to like think you got to put flowers all over wreaths, and you don't. You just need just a few beautiful flowers, but fill it in. So it's kind of like a bouquet, and bouquets have more greenery on them than they do flower. All right, so we got one more, and I'm just adding just to add. All right, go on in there, little sucker. Okay. I want you to see this flower more, but not so much. Okay, there we go. All right, so there's our top and our bottom. And the reason why I'm trying to stay my flowers just a little bit again away from this is I tend to make my bows pretty big. So y'all know me and bows, so I am, all right, let's see. I think the only thing I have now, a hydrangea, which I don't want to put in, and that one's too big. Hold on, let me look at these. I've got kind of like a little daisy thing, and it's not that I don't like them, but I feel like the flowers are different. I may save that one for mine. I didn't see those earlier. All right, and there was one more we were gonna look at and see if we liked it in there. It's got a little bit of yellow on it, and I just don't know if I want to put yellow in here. Let's see. And these, gosh, these come from the Dollar Tree. These may even come from the Dollar. See, it's a little bit, guys, a little bit more fire on the end of it. Just a little bit more bright pink. See, I just think it's bringing some yellow in there that I don't want. Okay, so we're finished. Now I'll keep my greenery. So once I put my bow on here, I'll see if, you know, how much of the Oasis you can see, and then like I can go on the sides. You can cover up your Oasis with ribbon if it bothers you. I mean, just pick something that's kind of pink and you can cover it up. But right now, usually my bows cover up just about everything but on the side. But I usually do that last because I don't want to put a lot of things on there that I don't need. All right, so we'll put that here, and remember we'll put our bunny on this side. This is what it'll look like when we're finished, but now we need to, hold on, it's Mira. Now we need to add the bow. So, ooh, fun part. Yeah, I love the pink. And you just have to try things out. As far as, like I said, I brought that pink out here, and I didn't think when I looked at it, I thought it had just that little bit of yellow that I didn't want to put in it. But you could have 5 or 6 different flowers that do have pink and yellow in it, and that would have been perfect. Okay, so you know me, I brought out the pinks from the pinks to the pinks. And I've got some that are really cute, some that are a filler, some that I don't think I've ever used. But we're gonna try it out. And let me go ahead and get me one of these. I probably would need 2. All right, I have this from Dollar Tree. Always a good, but I ended up buying bigger, and I bought this at the Christmas tree for $3.99. And I got, it's 2.5 inches and it's 10 yards. These are the kind of sales you need to find a specific color for filler things. Because, you know, I like to do tails on my wreaths, especially on the bows. And you might not want to use, like, say, something that's really, gosh, did I bring anything up here that's really loud? I don't think I did. You know, maybe you might not want a lot of polka dot on it. You just want that in the background. But I bought different shades up here, different things on them. This is actually an Easter thing that I thought maybe I would just put, you know, just maybe like one little, because I'll think about, y'all, look at that tiny little color on it. And all I was like, oh, I wonder what to put that purple on it, but it's so tiny. Got my stitches out of my hand tomorrow. They're going to craft like crazy. All right, Martha. This is for your mother-in-law. No, this is for Chris's grandmother. She will be 98, April the 11th. And I promised her a wreath every year last year. And, you know, at first you think, oh, you know, it's not probably a big deal for them like that. But, y'all, I mean, they like, the older you get, she likes putting up a Christmas tree again. When 5 years ago she thought, oh, it's just me, I'm not gonna put a Christmas tree up, because she would come out to either our house or Chris's parents' house for Christmas. So now we put a Christmas tree up for her, and her face lights up, and it's just really nice. All right, I told you, y'all, I bought the pinks out here. But we're not gonna make one huge bow. I'll make a big bow, but then I usually make like a couple of just like little streamer pieces and then put it up there. But I wanna have a general, you know, style to the bow. So like one of them I'll use in every one of them. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go with this because not only do I have the big from Christmas tree shop, I have the little from the Dollar Tree. So that's like a good filler ribbon that if I use all of it, I won't feel bad because it cost me $6 for every bit of it. No, yes, $6 for all of it. And this I've used out of here. So they're not whole rolls. Hello everybody tonight, supper with the family. Oh my God, I was so in love with the crab. Oh, thank you, Debbie. And I grabbed this the other day from the Dollar Tree. Wasn't it when I went Monday? They had it in the Augusta Dollar Tree that and I haven't seen it. So it's kind of just got a little flat flower pattern in just like a sandy linen color. But it brings the white in here too. I did grab this that's got a little bit of color in it, you know, and I'm kind of iffy on these two. I was kind of iffy, but I'm trying to get out there with my color patterns. And then this I just thought was a good pattern to kind of bring a little bit of this sand color in, because I thought that maybe I'll just bring a little bit of that, not a stark white, but bring that in. Okay, so this is my base right here. I know that for sure. All right, so we're gonna get, first we're gonna get like a little tail. And this is not gonna be part, it's gonna be part of the bow, but it's just gonna be like a kind of like a little tail or runner. Ugh. Hold on, who was I talking about last night? Put them together like this and just cut straight down. And they don't have to be perfect. Sometimes you'll get one that's, look at that. It has like a little, I don't care. I'm going with it. You're not gonna be able to see that close. After Easter, put a doll on it. Yeah, I mean, it's summer. You could put a watermelon really on this. You know how like those like, you know, the red in this hot pink in here is kind of like almost a watermelon. Yeah, you could do all kind of stuff with it. Okay, now we're gonna get to the fun stuff. All right, and this is a wreath. So normally my wreaths, I do dovetail them. At least, even if you don't dovetail them, I'll tell you something else that's easy. It's just cut at like an angle, like one angle. I mean, it still looks really put together. All right, now these I'll keep for my little side bows, and I'll tell you what I mean by like the little side bows. All right, so we'll do that. We've got to do this, and you know, y'all, my favorite is this that we'll do. Oh, look at me getting close to the end. We'll do a tail out of this too. That goes with our main tail over here. And this really, you probably won't see that it's dovetailed, but we'll at least do it like the other one. All right, so let's get this going. All right, let's see. Hey, just hopping on. Did so good. If I wouldn't have taken so long on that rabbit, at least the one that I'm putting together for my sale, we don't have to do what we did to the rabbit. It's just going to be a matter of putting the fun stuff together. All right, so we got to bring hot pink in here. And I really like this. It's almost kind of like a barbed wire type basket weave type chicken wire stuff. So we'll bring this in. I do have some polka dot that I like too. Put away what I've already used. And y'all always put a video on here for y'all to see how she just is always in love with anything you do for her. She's just the sweetest person in the whole world. I don't know if I can use that, even though I'm really liking it. Ooh, I'm getting low on this. I bought this last year for her wreath. This polka dot, I don't think I've used it since then. So I probably have this, a piece like this, because I actually took the bows last year from Easter apart, when now I'm just kind of hanging them up. Because then I can see them. See, I took this apart and put it down in my bin and didn't see it till the other day. All right, so put that down there. Put that down there. Am I going to be able to take this color on here, y'all? Maybe I'll save that for the... No, I've got to... I'm going to put it in the little one. I've got to put it in this. Because then it won't tie together. All right. Hey, just hopping on. We have... got to get your watcher numbers up. I follow 5 different crafters, and you are by far my favorite. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I left for a little bit, but I'm back. Damn, we're still making this wreath. We haven't went anywhere. No, I think that's too loud. I don't think we're going to use that. And I've been dying to use that. Okay, we've already used that. We have not used that. And we have not used that. But we're only going to make one little swag in the center with this. And I bought this ribbon. I got another one that was extremely cute. And I don't want to know why I bought it. I think I bought this at Hobby Lobby. Because I am so scared of purple and aqua that's in here. Unless it's just aqua and maybe jute. All right. Am I going to use the polka dot? All right, let's bring this in here and we won't use the polka dot. So that'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's a good number for me. I can live with that. And those will be in our little extra ones. Okay. All right. How many? 1, 6. I don't know. That's more than usually watches, isn't it? Like just normally below 100. I don't know. It's probably the hour I do it. Probably how long I take on my lives. Because you know I don't ever make little tiny crafts. I need to, but I just don't. Be just getting back home late as usual. Nancy, don't worry about it. Keep practicing, Dolores. I promise you it will get better. And sometimes I make both. I don't like either. Trust me, I do it all the time. And I kind of even like the order that I did this. All right. Let's see how. But you can do it like this. No. I think that's too small. I got to figure out how big I want the very back to be. Nope, I made that side too big. All right, hold on. Okay, one at the top, one at the bottom. Use all of that, all of it. I am going to use all of it. Y'all know me. I'm having issues tonight. Okay. All right, now we're getting where we need to be getting to. All right. I want to use let's put this in the bag. Do you hear Jake jumping up on that door? Y'all, he got the pond today, so I'm like, Precious, you know, you might have to sleep outside tonight since you got all muddy and gross. Oh, now he's gonna bark. No, look at him, he's like, he don't know what to do. Like, listen, y'all been letting me in for a few nights. Know about this outside stuff. Nobody's in here. They all went to their rooms. All right. Okay, I'm worried about tails, and I made tails. All right, no, don't need that close. All right, y'all, don't pay any attention to me. When you craft by yourself, do you talk to yourself? No, I rarely craft by myself anymore because I craft with y'all every night. Sometimes Chris will come in here and sit with me now because I think he feels sorry for me because I'm like, crafting by myself just terrible now. It just sucks. And he'll go, all right, well, I'll sit there and watch TV, and then I think I make the movie miserable because I just talk to him. Now I'm used to talking and crafting. I got crafting probs. Like people have short people probs. I got some crafting problems. I used to not. Y'all have spoiled me rotten. I ain't gonna be able to live with this color, y'all. Yep. We're gonna dig it. Try to make my tails go the opposite way tonight. One go up, one go down instead of both going down. Yeah, so you get in the habit of making a bow a certain way, and it's hard to go back the other way. See, I normally am making where both my bows go down, and I'm trying to make this one where one goes up. And then this one will go down. So see, all of them are back here and over here, like a little girl's bow in her hair that all us mamas, same bow. All right, now this one, I don't think I could take that much color on this little sweetie pie here. So we're just gonna do a loop in the center, like so. And plus it's got the little trucks, and now you'll see the little trucks on it. Okay, so my hand's hurting now. It's just tired. Me too. I think I'm out of control. Laugh out loud now, Nancy. Don't worry about it. We just like that. Nobody wants to craft. I don't want to craft alone anymore. I didn't craft as much before because, you know, you're just sitting there, you get all this stuff out, and you just feel like you're all alone, and you know, and then everybody's like, you want everybody to ooh and ah over your stuff. Like, hey, that's why I got that Sims Crafters, because I'm like, y'all get to see mine. I want to see y'all. Okay. So, got our tails that way. Tails. Oops. Says I have 20% left. Let's see. I think we got enough, or I'll plug it up. Okay, so this is gonna be my main little bow. I'm gonna put this is why I told you I'm probably gonna get another one out. I've got to go around the Oasis and around the wreath. So I'm just gonna come to the back here and just put little arms on it. Sometimes I'll do this and I only needed like maybe an inch of it, but if you're not trying to squeeze in a little bit, This is why you can save little pieces of your, if you feel like you're wasting too much of your pipe cleaners. All right, but we'll put my tails in here. And I almost want to see, okay, this way. Okay, these are gonna be my little tails. And you can make your tails, you know how last night we made, you know, not a bow, we made just a little straight across piece. You can make more tails like that. I mean, you can have all the tails you want. But usually I just kind of find something that I like. It's like the base of the bow. But you know, I'm just loving this stuff right here. It just looks so neat. I like it though on everything, and I'm about to run out of it. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of stand up for this so I can kind of see exactly where I want to put this, exactly how I want it to flow. I'm gonna probably let this bite in to my styrofoam just a little bit, or Oasis, like I did the pipe cleaners that are holding it down. Okay. Where is my... It's kind of hard to see to do this. I don't want to flip it over and smush it a whole bunch. So we got our tails going one way, other tails going that way. And you really can't see the Oasis on the bottom, and it's doing a good job covering it up on the inside. But, ooh, my tails. I twisted my tails up in here. Okay. Where's my other tail? There it is. So I'm gonna let my tails go down on either side of, oops, and I did. I folded up my other tail in here. Now, it may come out where you would need the tail just on one side, or I may have to shorten this one. We'll just see, like once we put it all together. And just for some more stability, I brought them in here. It's like these like little, what do you call them? Oh, and it was floral pins. Now, I usually don't like to put holes in my ribbon, but I want to show y'all the best way to do it. You know, I always have to do the way I'm doing it, as far as maybe just grab one of these. And some of this ribbon's got a little bit of net in it, so I'm kind of working my way through it, so I don't have to put a hole in it, and just pin cushion. That way your bow doesn't start to sag over time. Let's put one more on the other side. And you only have to put it in the top because, you know, gravity, you don't have to put it on the bottom. All right, there we go. So see, I don't think my bow is gonna go anywhere. And we did good covering it up. Let's see, I think we're only gonna need a few little pieces. Oops, and I already have those little ones we cut off. A little bit showing right there. Don't think you can see it anywhere else. Let me get one more. Oops, probably ruined my scissors just now. All right, if y'all were saying something, hold on, I hadn't looked. Love all the colors, beautiful, beautiful, amazing, funny, but I got so excited when I found some braided jute rope. All right, where did you find it? Because like I said, I didn't even know where to look. I'd never even seen that. I found some braided on Amazon, but it didn't look the same. So I was like, and I never can find anything on Amazon. Okay, so this time when I'm gonna put two little swag kind of looking ribbon, kind of maybe right here. Just let a little bit of ribbon and a little bit down there, but just maybe like a couple of loops, nothing major. So this is what it's gonna look like so far. It's probably gonna be hard for me to show you on here. I'm probably gonna have to take a picture of it. But we got to see the best way to hold this bunny down. When you had a grapevine, you could just go through the grapevine, but now I feel like if I go through his little the little things, it's liable to fall apart even more. Now you can use pipe cleaner. What I'm fixing to do, we can actually, you know, that's green. I can use this jute wire. It will be a little bit better. These are kind of really heavy duty, and he's pretty light. I'm gonna cut some of this jute covered wire, and I'm going to, I don't think you would see it, but I always worry about if you would see how I'm gonna put it on him. So I'm going to thread a little bit. Only thing I need to put it through is this one ear over here. So I'm gonna find the loop that they're holding the stuff together and go through a few of those loops. Because I mean, that's how it's made. So I think I'm gonna be safe getting a good sturdy. And he's got like a little circle right at the top, but I don't want to see it, and I want to go through something that's on him that's sturdy. So, you know, I can't stand rock. This door never gets open. You can think about that. If that's like a, you know, a big deal, if you open it and close it and you got like a flimsy piece on there, you better come up with something because you know it's gonna fall. But yeah, okay. I think I got a good little piece on it. I think I may go through one more piece. And like I said, they've got wire that holds it all the way around, and that's what I'm going through on the back. So, see, I went through on the back, so I'm just gonna take him, and you can just go around a couple little things in here, but I cut this a good length. I'm just gonna go all the way around it. You know, and that way I know this sucker is on here. He knows not, even if she used that door, he's not going anywhere. Seeing, where did you find the window pane ribbon? At Pottery Barn. Not Pottery Barn, Carolina Pottery, but they had it at Hobby Lobby. But they only had one size at Hobby Lobby, and I don't know which one it was. But I have this size and the like 2.5 inch. They had two different sizes there. But I'll look. They're calling it it's a nylon jute braid, but it looks more like, you know, a knit. Because I remember seeing it there, and then I was like, you know, I really want that, and I didn't get it. And then when I saw the two different sizes, I was like, I'm getting this, because I like getting ribbon there. Their prices are really good on ribbon, but it's kind of like a wreath maker's dream store. So I think they have so many people buy ribbon in there that it's they can give it to you at really good prices. All right, I'm just securing this even more. And technically, I think I've got him so good on there, I really don't have to do a lot to him at the bottom. But if it gets to where it's moving a lot, but I mean, he's extremely light. I mean, and he's not gonna flap because where he is, the wind wouldn't get to him. But if I really wanted to, I don't really, y'all, I don't want to take up any more time. We may make my wreath tomorrow, but I want to get these out the way because not everybody wants to watch wreaths. Just cut a little bit. And then, I don't know. A lot of other people have viewers. Maybe it's because I'm just in little Podunk, Georgia. I don't know. But it's a lot more. You got to understand, I just started in July, and there was a time when there would be like 10 people on here watching me. And there's like this little things Facebook will try to sell you where you do this, you pay this money, and it like gets it out to a lot of other people. And not that I'm cheap, it's just that, I mean, I think the people we have, they share it, and we grow a little bit more all the time. So, I don't know. I wish I had a ton of people, but then sometimes when I watch crafts, there's so many people commenting, they just can answer every other question. And I feel like now I can barely keep up. I'm so jealous. I want the big old rabbit, laugh out loud. I know, isn't he cute? And it was only $10. We like what you do. Thank you so much. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, it is. Is it that? Hold on. So is that for Mimi? Yes, it is for Mimi. Okay. So y'all, besides my two little ribbons that I want to kind of stick right here, we done with hers. And I feel like I may save mine until tomorrow. Because, I mean, y'all, we'll be on here way too late. And I don't want to rush on mine. All right, so, no. This is my, let's see how much of this I have. All right. Can I take that? I don't know if I can take that color, y'all. This I'm pushing it for me, but we're getting there. Who was it? Somebody saying that color won't kill you today. And I was like, but it kind of feels like it would. I mean, you gotta like your crafts. I think if you did stuff for a living, as far as like make a lot of stuff for other people, like if I ever wanted to make stuff and sell it, I am gonna have to get out of my color wheel. But most of the stuff I buy, I mean, most of the stuff I use is my decoration, so I don't think I could, get, oh, thank you so much, Rosemary. Remember, if you're not part of Sin's Crafters, please become a member, because they put some pretty incredible stuff on there, and I always want to make everything you do. Especially want to make the little, remember the other day when I was in the dollar store and I picked up the rake, and I was like, this will make like a good hanger project. Sherry put her trowel, like a dirt, garden trowel on there, and she did the rust, like the cinnamon and the Mod Podge, so I want to put that on the rake. I think it'll look so cute. Okay, so we're just going to make a little tiny bow, something to go down here. And I really need, let's see if I can do. Okay. But yeah, y'all always make things that I want to make. I don't always have time, and I want to, because in the next probably few weeks, since we're getting our tractor in the next couple of days, I have to get my yard like situated, so I'll only be crafting with y'all. Okay, we're just gonna put a little one right here and a little one at the top, because what is a wreath without lots of ribbon? All right. All right. So there's just a little one at the bottom. Ooh. Can y'all see it? And then we'll put a little one at the top. And it's just kind of like filler ribbon. Let's just make a little one at the top. Julie, y'all gonna be so proud of me for using this ribbon up on my ribbon wall. Because Chris was like, quit buying it because you're not using what you got. I'm like, but I haven't done any wreaths. You know, I do a whole lot more wreaths in summertime. I like to do kind of like to change them every other week. Maybe we'll put a little bit of that up. I could take it up top. You're so funny about color. I know, isn't that weird? A crafter scared of color, crazy. You should take your crafts to a flea market to sell. Yeah, but don't you have to get up like really early to go to the flea market? Somebody said you should take your crafts to the flea market, and I was like, don't you have to get up really early to go to the flea market? Isn't that terrible? That's why I miss all the yard sale stuff, because I'm like a Saturday morning, I'm like a 9-ish. And especially like before I put clothes on. It's just crazy around here on the morning. So just another little, and I actually put some color in this one. I really do like this ribbon. It's kind of, if I could take color as far as like spring, it just, that's a cute little ribbon together. So we're just gonna stick this little bad boy right here. And then Mimi is gonna be all stringed up, and y'all should always hear her when she comes around. And you know, she forgets, but she'll turn around and look at Chris and she'll say, Cynthia made this, done it. It always makes me feel so good because it's rare she won't, you know, mistake me for Chris's mom, like, you know, going back a generation. So I think that's special too, because she doesn't forget. I was thinking the same thing. Good luck. A small bow on the bunny, like a bow tie. Ooh. Oh. Yes, sir. And we can put some of that color on there. Let's see if we can. This is Mimi's wreath. I'm not gonna get into mine because I got all kind of out of control, no. Making hers perfect. Chris went, no, hush. You're supposed to say, but it looks so beautiful. I'm glad you got out of control.
That's what I'm just saying.
That's what you were thinking though, right? All right.
And I'll be able to let her watch this.
Oh, yes. You know, like Chris brings me up on YouTube. I put this on YouTube. If y'all ever miss me or y'all want to go back and look, I put all my videos on YouTube, and you can go be a subscriber. It's not like, doesn't cost you anything like Facebook. It's cheap. I mean, it's free. But I don't think I know how to make like just a bow. There's probably like some fancy good way to do it, but I don't think I've ever just made a not over the top bow. Is that what y'all meant? Or did y'all mean like a bow tie? I do believe country living makes you slow down. Sometimes it's noon before I get out of my jammies. Oh yeah, like when COVID like first hit, I mean, we had to go, I think we might have been home for like a few days, but then we went, you know, at the church, we had to go back, which was fine. I mean, I needed an excuse to get out of bed. And then I was like, oh. Because like Neely, she gets to work from home. My daughter, because she does computer coding and all that. I mean, and she don't get, like she said, she's like, I look like a troll all the time. And I'm like, and they don't plan on going back in the office. They're just going to do everything via whatever they're doing now. So yeah, I need an excuse to get up. But yeah, on Saturdays, ooh yeah, I don't get up very early. Bow tie, beautiful. Oh shoot. Trish, I didn't include it. Bow tie looks cute. Bow tie. Okay, so this is not a bow tie, y'all. Unless because I made it kind of. Can y'all live with that? I mean, I can straighten it out and make it kind of look bow tie-ish. Or, I mean, do y'all mean like put it in the bow tie area, or do y'all really want me? I can make another one and make it look like a bow tie. Is that what you mean? Y'all have to tell me. I like the bow for the rabbit. Bow tie looks cute. Bow tie. But y'all got to tell me bow tie. Like, what do you mean? Like, you want me to look like a real, like a bow tie? Or can it look like this? Looks good. Okay. All right. Y'all, now I'm getting all confused. Because I do like it, but if y'all want me to do it different, y'all know, y'all get to tell me all kind of cool stuff. And I would just glue it to him, y'all, but I don't want him to fall off. It's fixing 86. There's no telling what it'll be by the end of April. Looks cute. It looks good. Use it on the bunny. Okay. Leave it. Looks good. Okay. All right. And why is this not going through here? All right, wait, what is this thing's major malfunction? Yeah, you know, you see light at the end of the tunnel, and you're like, why is this doing this? I think maybe my glue. All right, so that piece went all the way through it. What's your major malfunction? There you go. I can see you almost getting there. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I would have just glued him, but it's just what Georgia heat. I'll find this bow like in her yard in 3 or 4 days. Or Chris will and say, is this off this wreath? And then I'll have to say, yes, it must be falling apart. Out of all the stuff I put on it. Okay. All right. I still got Masters wreaths to make. We're fixing to have the Masters here. The golf tournament's just right down the road from here. And I love making Masters wreath. All right. Whew. What all this stuff falling everywhere? All right. He is done. Let me see if I like him. Yes. I love him. Okay. Ugh. Do you like? All right, Julie said she likes it. Let me see if I can get it in here for you. We've got our main little flower that, hold on. Let's bend him up a little bit more. So he's more of a focal point. Okay. Ooh, think of all those hearts. You can see me through here. Here and here. I feel like it needs, I feel like it needs a flower like this one right there. Hold on. Burp, 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 burp. Okay. Never fear. You can always add. All right, there. And he's going to be real close to the bow. So. There we go. Okay. We got the same color up top. Yeah, I like that. I don't know, man. He's like giving me problems. Okay. All right, now Okay, now it looks like it's supposed to. Okay, little bunny. And look, y'all, he's even got some color on him. All right, so I will take a picture. And yeah, she's going to be so happy with that. Pink, pink, pink. What lady don't like pink? And she's from a time when, you know, babies are pink and girls are pink. And Chris was thinking the same thing. Was creeping with you looking through the ring. Yeah, like a little old, like, what does it look like? Jack Nicklaus from The Shining. Hello. Thank y'all so much. And I'll take a picture of it. And y'all, we'll just do mine tomorrow because it'll probably take me an hour to do mine too. If it wasn't for the bunny, I think I would have whipped it up. In mine, I don't have to do that too. I'm just going to put big carrot on it. And it won't look anything the same, but we're going to start off kind of the same. What's the white on the bottom right of the bunny? It's actually in whatever this material is. It's like the husk of something, and I didn't want to pull it out. But I've got a little piece. See, it's like several little pieces in it. But it's like whatever this plant used to be, it's like got some kind of white leaf or husk or something in it. So I didn't take it out. But it looks like you probably could, but it's, you know, kind of in there in a couple other places, so I'm just going to leave it there. I'm redhead, no pink. I remember when we came home and that first time she said, Mama, I'm not wearing pink anymore. It was almost as devastating when she said, Mama, I'm not wearing these bows in my hair anymore. And I was like, but why? Can you just wear them to church? Paint it brown. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it probably will pull out. It's whatever. Oh, and it's whatever piece I'm seeing on the inside, it's connected. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, it just looks like part of whatever it is. It's like the husk, some kind of husk that was in it. But I'm a redhead and I am pink freak. Yep, sometimes the jute has dark brown pieces in it. Yeah, it's yeah, it was just like I'm saying, it's like they pick this stuff up and they just start wrapping it up, and it just, I mean, it is steady falling. I mean, steady. I don't know how, you know, before long it won't have anything left. But thank y'all so much, ladies. Y'all are probably the sweetest people. I'm so glad y'all hang with me. And yes, I would like a whole lot of other followers, but you know, we grow a little bit at a time, so we're okay. Guys, can you imagine having so many comments on here? And I would think I'd have to answer all of them, and I'd feel terrible if I couldn't. You know, and then like, you know, all you who's been with me forever, I'd be like, you know, I gotta answer them, you know. All right, so y'all have a good rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow, and I'll put mine together, and we're kind of wrapping Easter up, y'all. I don't think I can put anything else in my house, but what we may do, let's see, tomorrow is Thursday. What I may do if I have time, and if I don't, I'm probably going to do it Friday sometime if I don't work too hard in the yard Friday. I need to come on here and give y'all a whole bunch of this stuff. Because like I can put it up till next year, but next year they'll have all kind of other things at the Dollar Tree and stuff. And I just need to get rid of it with y'all like I did my Valentine's. So, I'm trying to give something away every night. Sherry got it tonight. Linda got it the night before. And so I'm trying not to do the same person over. So I'm going to put your name into this little thing so I'll know. But it's nice to give things away. And y'all are good to me, so I want to be good to y'all. So thanks so much, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.